The Bible command for a wife to submit to her husband. What are we supposed to do with that? I mean, in our modern culture, this seems ridiculous, right? I mean, a woman should not have a man telling her what to do. No! But as a Christian woman, doing our best to follow the Lord's commands, it's kind of hard to ignore the fact that he instructs us several times in the Bible, a wife should submit to her husband. So what does all this mean? What is submission? What is submission not? So first of all, submission, let me give you this analogy. It kind of helped me understand why, perhaps, God gave wives this command to submit. Think about a business organization, a large business. If all the employees, 500 different employees or even 20 different employees decided they were all going to make the decisions, it would be total chaos. If the shipping clerk and the production line person and everyone's trying to make the decisions for the company, it would be complete and utter chaos. Only one person makes the decisions in a company, the manager, so that there is not chaos. And it's the same thing in a family unit. There would be total chaos if everyone in the family, the kids, the wife, everyone's trying to make decisions. So God decided, because he's pretty big on lines of authority, that the husband would be in charge, the authority person. So this means that you give your husband room to lead. Instead of zooming in there and making all the decisions for yourself and then telling him how it's going to be, you actually ask his opinion. Even something simple like, honey, would you like me to take care of the finances or would you like to do it? Because then he can delegate it to you if he feels you'd be better at it, but you're allowing him to be the leader, to make those decisions. Now, I'm so thankful that God actually gave one command with a specific caveat that is really, really helpful if you're feeling like your husband is leading in a very, very destructive or even sinful or immoral way. It's found in Colossians 3:18, where God says, the wife must submit to her husband as is fitting in the Lord. So if your husband is leading you on a path that's sinful or immoral or treating you reprehensibly, abusively, then that's not fitting in the Lord, and you need not submit to that kind of leadership because your first allegiance is to the Lord. In fact, one of my favorite Bible heroines, Abigail, you can read about her story in 1 Samuel 25. She was described as a wise, intelligent, sensible woman, and she bucked the authority of her husband. She refused to go along with him because he was an idiot. It doesn't say that in the Bible, that's just my summary of his character. And her whole family was going to be ruined if she followed his leadership. They probably would have been killed if she followed his leadership. So again, Colossians 3:18, a good qualifier that we need to be aware of, submit to your husbands as is fitting in the Lord. Hope that you take that under advisement and just don't follow blindly wherever he is leading, but do allow room for him to lead, especially if he's a man who's attempting to really follow the Lord.